Welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. I'm Jason, bringing you whiskey review number 93, where today I'm going to be reviewing a very special whiskey. As I mentioned, review 91 up to 100 are going to be the most insane whiskeys I have currently available to me, and this one here is another one. So this is if you can see the Wolfsong, is a Wolfsong 40-year-old Glenglassaugh, and it's known as the Hunter. Now, if you haven't heard about Wolfsong before, they're a new independent bottler that bottle really exclusive whiskies. And this is their first sort of installment. I think it's called Chapter 1 or Release 1, which is known as the Hunter. Now, it's a 40-year-old Glenglassaugh, distilled in 1972 and bottled in, I think it was January 2013. So it makes it 40 years, well, just over 40 years old, but not super old. So I'm going to pour myself a little bit of this dram, and let's pour the whole thing. We're going to pour ourselves a healthy measure. So I got given a little bit of this one as one of my friends literally hooked me up with a sample. Thank you to him if you're watching. But yeah, let's get into my review style structure. So I'm actually going to position a bottle of that one over here, and you're going to see some pictures waving around on the screen as well. Wolfsong produce really interesting bottles. As I mentioned, they're very unique bottlings, but the labels and the designs are just so incredible that it just makes your mind just go wow. So when I saw this actual when I first saw the bottle in central London, I was like, that is incredible, because nowadays you don't really see that many companies innovating with the label, especially when you've got such great whiskey going into the bottle. And that's what they're doing. They're producing these unique as an independent bottlers. So in terms of my review style structure, the age of this whiskey is a 40-year-old whiskey, bottled at an ABV of 42.9% ABV. The cask selection for this one is a single cask, being a sherry cask. The distillery itself is the Glenglassaugh distillery. The parent company that actually who are doing the independent bottling, is Wolfsong. I just love their logo, it's so cool. And the region is from the Highlands of Scotland, just to show you exactly where the distillery is. Now Wolfsong, they don't have a distillery as they are independent bottlers, but yeah, they're just showing you where actually the origins of the whiskey is from. Now the price for that bottle over there is £950, if memory serves me well. I think Master Malt was $8.95, but it's around about $9.50, I'd say. I've never seen it go anything above that. In terms of exclusivity, yes, it is exclusive at being, I think, only 160 bottles only, so very limited production of this whiskey. And in terms of caramel colour, this is all natural colour. It's all natural colour, which is absolutely superb. It's got a very nice, it's sticking to the glass very well. So in terms of we'll start a review. I'll assess by assessing the colour of this whiskey, and I'm going to go with a nice sort of healthy, I'd say like a straw gold almost looking thing. Like a dark straw gold, because it's a little bit darker. It was looking a bit lighter earlier when I was assessing it, but it's gone a bit more darker. Interesting. So, let's move into the assessment on the nose. Into the nose. So to begin our assessment on the nose of this whiskey, wow, lots and lots of tropical fruits. When I say lots of tropical fruits, I'm saying light tropical fruits. This is a sort of a very nice, ripe pineapple, grapefruit, jackfruit. I've been eating a lot of jackfruit recently, so I know exactly what that tastes like. A little soft spice that's on the nose as well. It almost tingles the nose, like a white peppery spice. Then you're getting sort of a little bit of a tarty green apple. It does have a slight sort of citrus note, which is remaining very sort of subtle in the background. And it's like a lime, actually. It's like lime juice, like a freshly squeezed lime juice. And a soft sort of sandalwood appearance in the back. It does have a sort of citrus note that sits in the background, and it's a very soft, citrusy character. It's more like lime juice, but I'd say maybe like as if you freshly squeezed the lime. That's sort of the character you're getting on the nose. And there is sort of like a soft sandalwood presence as well. Really interesting. So let's next move into the palate. So into the palate for this whiskey. It's got a very interesting light texture. For a 40-year-old whiskey, it's not overpowering. Very soft, gentle, no oakiness whatsoever. You get a slight sort of soft mouth-warming spices. This is like a little bit of a ginger, soft crackle of pepper, but it's ever so like a white pepper. It's very light, very easy and pleasant. You do get a little bit of the citrusy character. This is like a combination of, let's say, clementines with lime. And then you get those green apples, and these are very nice, ripe green apples, quite succulent, juicy, but slightly tarty. There is a slight sort of soft, bitter character going on in the background that reminds me sort of like, I'd say, green grape skin. And then I'm getting a very sweeter note coming through, like a fudge, but I'd say like a spiced fudge. Maybe even giving that little bit of sweetness of like sultanas combined with the fudge. Maybe no, fudge spiced. Yeah, I'm going to say it's like you're getting sultanas, but they're giving quite a lot of sweetness. This is pre-drying them out, so quite juicy. So next, let's move into the finish of the whiskey. So into the finish of this whiskey, lots of those tropical fruits notes are back, and as it sort of fades, I'm getting it more on the back palate. I'm getting guava. A bit of what reminds me of like candied cinnamon, sort of like a cinnamon sort of stick. If you sort of like coated it in honey, you're getting the nice sweetness, but at the same time the spiciness. A little bit of dried mango as it dries, and the texture sort of develops from the mid palate right towards the back. A soft spiced oak, and a nice creaminess, like a creamy custard apple. And the finish of this one, I'd say is like a consistent medium. It's not finishing abruptly, but it's not prolonging for too long. But it does leave a slight dryness in the palate. So overall, really, really interesting whiskey. In terms of my rating, I haven't really thought about this one yet. I'm going to go here. I'm going to give it a 90 out of 100. Reason behind that, I really like this. Overall, in terms of value for money at $9.50, for many 40-year-old whiskies that I've seen and tried in the market, most of them are around about $1,500 to $2,000, $3,000. Like you look in the Balvenie 40, Highland Park 40. Some go really crazy, crazy prices. This one, it's under £1,000, which I think is great. In terms of the flavor profile, lots of tropical fruity notes, and that's one thing that I very rarely see in older whiskies, is a very nice refreshing fruity character. I normally also don't get, but one thing I found in this one, you don't get any of that oaky. It's not heavily oaked or over oaked, so to speak, or over woody character. You get that sometimes with 40-year-old whiskies. I've tried 30-year-old whiskies, which I got really heavy sort of oaky presence. This one, you don't get it. You get a very nice, clean, fresh, tropical, fruity presence, which I think is absolutely a stunner. So all in all, I think that's about it I can say. In terms of adding water, I personally wouldn't do it because the whiskey is already tropical fruits and doesn't really need it. Thyme, if you wish, but it is also quite... I haven't tried it so much with thyme, so I'm going to try that out. Maybe if I can get another sample. But yeah, I'm going to say it's a solid 90 out of 100. Let me know if you've tried anything this crazy in terms of 40-year-old whiskies. As I've mentioned, this is like literally the upcoming videos. The next 5-6 videos will be as crazy as this, so we're going to have some insane whiskies. So if you have enjoyed the video, by all means, feel free to drop it a like. Be sure to hit the subscribe button over there. I will leave some other videos over here because I don't think Wolfsong have released anything new just yet. So I'll have to look and probably see if I can go and visit them, maybe. Wolfsong, if you're watching this one, maybe I can visit you guys. But yeah, I think that's about it on that one. So 90 out of 100. Let me know if you've tried anything this crazy in terms of 40-year-old whiskies. And on that note, I'm going to wrap the video at that. But this has been JasonWhiskyWise, and I'll catch you all for the next video.